Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, transgender and non binary friends of all ages, my name is Moses Bogart, and I'm broadcasting to you from under a blanket of snow here in Kitchener, Ontario, Canada, broadcasting from the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and Chinanton people. We are all treaty people, and as such have a duty to truth and reconciliation. We must do better. We can do better. We will do better. Season 12 finals. And once again, it's the Thunder Bay Pike back for the, what is this, 11th consecutive final. But last year, when he was going for number 10, in the way was the Pitt Intramurals. First Brule Cup for them as they defeated the Thunder Bay Pike, and they're looking to start a streak of their own this year. The number 7 seed Pitt Intramural against the number 4 Thunder Bay Pike. Here's the path. Here's the path that the Intramurals took to make it here tonight. South Hills in 6, Hoth in 5, Wolf in 5. 45 goals for, 38 goals against. Their leading scorer, the Big E, Eric Lindros, 17 goals and 11 assists. On the other side, the Thunder Bay Pike beat Sonoma, Ticklepuss, and his own brother, Taipei. They were the number 4 seed, 50 goals for, 35 goals against, and we're underway from the Cam River Coliseum. This is game number 1. Green with the red and black trim. That's the Pike heading north. White with the blue and yellow trim. That's the Pitt Intramurals. And number 18, Marian Hossa. 12 goals, 11 assists so far these playoffs. Intercepted right there, and there's a chance for Hossa. Lindros has drawn the first penalty, and Boucher gets back in time on that wraparound. And our first stat of the game coming up here. That's Brian Rolston with the first penalty of the series. And to the left of Boucher are the Pike winning the faceoff. Mark Streit, number 32. The other defender you'll see is number 5, Duncan Keith. Probably won't see a lot of Andre Sakara in this one. Aaron Miller, number 3 on defense. And a big hit there, and penalty coming up now too. It's got to be Eric Lindros on that hit. Aaron Miller, number 3, Thomas Caberlet, number 22, are going to be your core defenders for the Pitt Intramural. This will get us some 4-on-4 hockey for a few seconds. Face-off won by Hossa, dumped in. That's Aaron Miller, quick on the puck. Mark Streit's got it behind the net, gets it on the boards, over to Samsonov. Samsonov to Jokinen, back to Samsonov. He had some time all alone there in the Pitt end. Couple wobbles here. Hossa wins the race down the ice. But it's taken away by Boucher, and we're going to get a face-off. 10 seconds left to go on the Thunder Bay power play here. We're first period action, 2:34 to go. This is the Brule Cup final, La Coupe Brule. Everything's on the line tonight. How many games are you going to get? 4, 5, 6, or 7? Let me know in the comments. As number 9, Martin Havlat has that puck. We'll get a little deeper into the rosters as we go. Duncan Keith with the block, but stolen away by Lindros. And that was going to be Thomas Caberlet getting it deep behind the net now. Mark Streit carries it up. Pass intercepted, but Streit gets it back with a huge cross-check. Havlat wears number 9 for the Intramurals. Hossa 18, Lindros 88, Savard 71, Vyacheslav Kozlov number 13 if we go that deep into the roster. And our first goal, it's going to go to Olli Jokinen. That's going to be his 15th goal of the playoffs. He had 11 in the last 2 rounds, though I suspect that the Thunder Bay stats are not updated to include the Taipei series because their games weren't on the playoff tree. So my guess is that these stats I've got for Thunder Bay tonight are only up to the second round. Anyway, Marian Hossa with the goal there with the penalty, and we're going to get another power play for the Thunder Bay Pike, who are leading here early on, period 1, and a big chance right there. That was Rolston putting it off the post. That could have been 2-0 in a hurry, but it is going to be 2 guys in the penalty box. Thomas Caberlet heading to the box, his first, and that's already 3 penalties here in the first period this series for the Intramurals. Rolston behind the net. One-time pass out in front for Jokinen. One-time pass to Samsonov. And that's Dwayne Rolston and his sparkling 1.56 goals against average, making a big save and keeping this one close. Lindros with the Sunnyvale special. He's stopped. And as Aaron Miller fires it down after the whistle, period one is over. And this series is underway. Knights Vision, I wish we could get some game audio. I really, really do. I have no idea how. I've been trying. I don't have any audio. Since we updated RetroArch all those years ago, all those seasons ago, I have never been able to get audio. Okay, another penalty coming up here. This is going to be number 5 for the series, and we're only in our 6th minute. The campaign to get rid of penalties is alive and well, friends. Call your local member of parliament, your member of the legislative assembly, your member of provincial parliament, your member of the national assembly, whatever it is, call them. Let's get rid of penalties today. Together, we can eliminate this scourge on the game. One-time chance for Samsonov playing the point here. And that is one of the quirks with the reduced rosters. We get forwards playing defense when one of the defenders heads into the box. 3:53 to go. This is game number 1. Early lead for the Pike on Jokinen's goal, his 15th of the playoffs. Here comes Rolston now. Great pass, but it's intercepted. That was Martin Havlat all the way down the ice. Touched by Strite, face off to the right of Dwayne Rolston. The other goalie for the Pitt intramural, number 30, Ilya Brizgalov. He's played 3 games in these playoffs. But more likely than not, you're going to see Rolston in this. On the other side, the Pike do like to switch back and forth. DiPietro had 2 shutouts in the last series, and Mark Strite has made it 2-0 here early on in the second period. That's going to be his 3rd of the playoffs. Mark Strite taking over the lead in points for defense on this team. Him and Duncan Keith had been tied together at 10. And we've got a penalty coming up once again. Steady parade to the box. And that's Caberlet, his 2nd of the game. 4 penalties now for the Pitt intramurals and 2 for the Pike early on in this series. Chipped in, Samsonov goes after it. Little bounce off the butt there, ends up back on Lindros' stick. He's behind it, he's hit to the ice, and guess what? Oh, we were going to call a penalty, but instead, Martin Havlat, with his 13th of the playoffs, he scores, and we've got a 2-1 game. Still short, that was a shorty as well, as the Pitt intramurals are still missing a player, but Lindros has a chance now. Diving save there by Boucher, and Jokinen at center's got it now, passing that Pike logo, trying to get around. Who's that on defense? That's going to be Hossa playing the point right now. Miller threw the puck away, back to Jokinen, nice fake shot, and gets a clapper on net there, going for the Magic Magnus. Boucher behind the net. Just throws it down, but a great pass to Jokinen, and he scores! Olli Jokinen on that Hail Mary pass from Boucher. What an incredible pass right there across the logo. I didn't think it was going to find its way to Jokinen's stick, but it got through, and he makes no mistake on the breakaway. And right away, the Pike are going back to the power play. So many stats in this game. Hossa, his 2nd of the series, 2nd of the game. 3-1 lead here with 55 seconds to go for the Thunder Bay Pike. This is game 1 of the 2007 or season 12 playoffs here in the WN95HL. Last season, the same 2 teams met. It was the Intramurals versus the Pike. Intramurals came out on top, their first ever Brule Cup. Only the 3rd Brule Cup champion in all these 11 years to that point. This league had been dominated by Bell for so long. And we're going to head to the 3rd period with 3-1 lead. A transcript of the Waterloo chat. Yeah, no problem. So, all good. Here we go. Start your intro. Don't see the link, FYI. It's on live streams. What's up with the teams? Let's go. Go. There we go. That's the transcript right there. Not a lot of information going on. Wait till a bit later on. Maybe we can have some sale. We can figure out a way to pay for it. Another penalty. Come on, ref. Even me, the neutral announcer, not cheering for either team, is getting really frustrated here with all these calls. They do seem to be going the Thunder Bay way, getting that Kansas City Chief boost from the officials. And Caberlet again, that's 3. Got to think about putting Andy Green in number 4 on D if Cabriolet is going to spend so much time in the box. Speaking of those Chiefs, who you got in the Super Bowl tomorrow? You going with the Eagles? I bet a lot of the players or the friends here from Philly know exactly who they're cheering for tomorrow. A lot of Pennsylvania people in this pool. They'll be going hard for the Eagles, I bet. No flagpole climbing tomorrow, though. We know that can be fatal. It's trying to avoid the flagpoles one way or the other. Oh, mad scramble in front of the net. It's going to be Rolston coming away with it. And with all those players for the intramurals in front, there was no one left on D. And now Rolston's living dangerously. Lindros has it now. Great pass there to 22. Cabriolet's on the wing coming out of the box. Rolston's hustling down the corner, gets there first, avoids the check, brings that in front. Almost had a chance there. Host is still on D right now. Cabriolet's still on forward because we had that penalty expire and had not had a whistle. Thrown in front with the interception by Strite. Minute and a half to go here in the third period, and the Pitt Intramurals need a goal. Flipped in now. Nice move by Samsonov. One-timer. Rolston comes up with the big save. Cabriolet. And I don't know. The Pitt's just got to get a whistle. Lindros, big hit. Havlat with the chance. And another chance. Can't score. Big hit there, but it's going to be Jokinen. 40 seconds to go with Cabriolet getting this chance. Up to Havlat. They need to score quickly if they want to get to a penalty coming up. 26 seconds to go. 2 goals needed. And the power play can't hurt. It's still going to be hard to score 2 with how fast time ticks down on this one. Mark Strite, his first penalty of the series. Face off to the right of Boucher. One back behind by the Pike, and Jokinen's got it. Flips it down. That's going to kill a lot of time off the clock. And Havlat gets it. He's got 5 seconds to work with it. Lindros shoots it in. But game number 1 goes to the Thunder Bay Pike by a score of 3-1. 3-1. Everyone is for the Birds tomorrow except for the KC area. That's probably true. Taipei Typhoons. I was joking. He destroyed me and I scraped together an OT win. Locked in. Wolf of Highland. Is this game 1? It is game 1. Ellis, 8-5-5-5-5-5-5-5. Bell is on. He worked out jitters earlier versus Say. He's fired tonight on a mission. Yeah, it looks like peak form to me. 509. Intramurals still dominated the offensive zone, but they did not dominate on the scoreboard, down 3-1. And if you want to look back to the Taipei Typhoon series, the champ did not give up a lot of goals there. Pardon me, Sean Bell, the former champ. That's going to be hard to do. 3, he gave up 1, 2, and 2. Otherwise, 3 shutouts. So 5 goals only in the last series that went 6 games. Only given up 1 here. That means in his last 7 games, he's only given up 6 goals. Boucher and DiPietro have been absolutely lights out. On the other side, though, you can't fault Rolston for that one. 156 goals against average coming into that game. Pretty special right there. The leader in the playoffs is Eric Lindros, 17 goals, 11 assists. He may have had an assist in that game I didn't quite see. And Jokinen adding 2 more to his total, but Samsonov was ahead of him with 16 goals, 10 assists. So we got some high scorers in this series. All right, game number 2, Cam River Coliseum's underway. That was a big glitch. I hope it didn't happen for the gentlemen as well, just for us on this end. Jokinen trying to get around Miller. Comes back the other way. Havlat's got it. Chips it around behind the net. Lindros is first on the puck, and he destroys. What was that Samsonov? Oh, my goodness. And then Strite makes Lindros a beaver with that cross-check. Wow. Duncan Keith now throws it behind the net. And another big hit by Miller. This game is getting physical here. And early on, game number 2, both teams trying to establish dominance. Game number 1 went to the Pike. Pitt Intramurals need a big one here and come back. We know, though, we've seen some comebacks in these playoffs, right? Ticklepuss was up on the Pike 2-0. The Taipei Typhoons were up on the Pike 1-0. So you can come back in this. This league is, everyone here is really, really talented. A lot of great players in here. They can come back. 1 game doesn't tell the whole story. Big save right there. Boucher stays in net. The system is you win, you keep playing, you lose, you're done. Big save there by Boucher on big, bad Eric Lindros. Aaron Miller skates back. I'm loving the yellow skates. Here comes Samsonov, and he scores! That was the first light that the Pike have seen towards the net, and they get a goal right there. First chance for them after a lot of domination for the Intramurals, and the Pike are leading game number 2. Lindros throwing his weight around, gets a shot on net, and Strite's got it. Lead pass up to Jokinen, one-timer across, intercepted there by Caberlet. And this is going to be Hossa. Over to Lindros. Shoots from afar, hoping for a rebound, but Keith's got it now. Can't get past Caberlet, who intercepts his pass. And here comes Hossa down. On the break, goes to the backhand, loses it, and he takes a penalty for the effort. Rolston back, big, deep one-timer, and Samsonov comes back in front and scores. And we're going to get a goalie change. That was Brizgalov, and then I didn't even realize. We've changed it back to Rolston on that one. 7 seconds left to go. Negates the penalty call. But a tough start here for the defending champion, Pitt Intramurals. I was watching the radar lock because we're getting dumped on in snow. Look at some freezing rain going through Pittsburgh, going through Pennsylvania. Hopefully everyone down there is staying safe, staying in tonight to watch hockey. Not getting out there on those icy roads. Net gets knocked off, and Samsonov takes advantage of the stoppage of play. Face-off outside of the Pike zone. Hossa gets it, blasts one on net. Absolutely ripped that one, but Boucher had the save. Is this icing? It is. An icing call. We'll do it all over again to the left of Boucher. Face-off won by the Intramurals. Caberlet gets it over to Hossa. Hossa hangs out in the corner, tries to get around behind the net, but it's picked up by Samsonov. 2 goals so far this game. And Rolston just taking his time, ends up giving away the pass. Just kind of meandering out there, going for a Sunday drive. Here comes Samsonov now, looking for the Hattie. Around the net. Gets a shot from well north of the slot. Goes over the glass. Caberlet now, big pass up to Hossa. He's hassled from behind, but keeps the puck. Back to Lindros now. It's taken away from him by Rolston. Gets it to Jokinen. Dumps it in. Tries to win the race against Caberlet and does. Samsonov has it. Now it's going to be Havlat. Great pass up there to Hossa. He's hit down by Keith, though. Solid defensive effort coming back there by Keith. He's going to skate the puck all the way down to the pit end. Behind the net. Samsonov, one-time pass to Jokinen. He misses wide. Samsonov trying to go across the crease, and Rolston hammers his man down, and a one-time pass to Jokinen. And it's 3-0 here for the Thunder Bay Pike, dominating on home ice. A commanding lead here halfway through this game. And that the tide is certainly turning here in favor of momentum. Well in hand for these Thunder Bay Pike. But Lindros looking to change that. Hossa, weak shot on net. I don't know if that was an attempted pass or what went wrong. Strite's got it, knocks his man down at the blue line, comes in on a break. He can't score. Samsonov has it now. One-time pass back to Keith. Rebound goes to Jokinen. And the puck seems to just be finding a way onto the Pike sticks. They can't do anything wrong at this point in the game. Except that, taking a penalty. That's the one thing that could go wrong. Like at Itchy and Scratchy Land, right? Where nothing could possibly go wrong. I mean, possibly go wrong. That's the first thing that's ever gone wrong. Rolston now. Back to Strite. He's going to take a one-timer from the blue line and put it over the glass. Floats it over like a frisbee. Face-off outside of the pit zone. It's won by the Pike. Samsonov hassled up the line by Havlat. Penalty still going here as the Pike have the power play. That's going to end the period. I'm realizing now I didn't write down who that was. 22, Caberlet. That's his 4th penalty of this series here in game number 2. Rolston gets the puck off the face-off, gets deep in the zone. He's allowed to skate with it, but Rolston makes the save on that one. This is going to be number 18. Hossa's on D right now because Caberlet's in the box. At the end of game number 1, needing a couple goals, the Intramurals found themselves, never mind, we'll tell that later. Jokinen has his 2nd of this game, his 4th of the series, and the Pike are running away with this one, 4-0. What I was saying was having that defender stuck on forward and the forward stuck on D for a long time isn't a recipe for success when you desperately need a goal or two in the third period. Here comes Samsonov looking for the hat trick, and he's got it. Samsonov, and it's 5-0. The Thunder Bay Pike are flexing every muscle here in demolition of the Pitt Intramurals. No wonder they just threw a damn down dirty B on that one. Jokinen, can he get a hat trick too? So many hats rain down here, all fish-shaped hats. That's the theme in Thunder Bay. We know Green Bay has their cheese heads, and here in Thunder Bay, they've got their pike heads. Boucher's got it. He already has a great assist earlier on today. One-time chance. Samsonov threw it in front, intercepted. Caberlet is just dumping it down, but gets it to Havlat, gets it over to Lindros. One-time pass! And Marian Hossa with a beauty goal. Tic-tac-toe. Havlat to Lindros to Hossa. Might be too little too late. Can the Intramurals score 4 more here in the last 2 minutes? Just a beautiful goal there on the passing play by the Intramurals. And big hit at the blue line by Miller. The pass intercepted, though, and Sergei Samsonov, likely to be the first star at this one with the hat trick. Rolston now gets around everybody into the corner. There's 5 Pitt Intramurals in the corner, but it leads to a breakaway for Caberlet. Oh, my least favorite penalty hits the goalie. And that's, I'm going to put, I keep a tally for goals and penalty minutes, and we're crossing the tally here now in game number 2. 5 penalties for Thomas Caberlet. I don't think he took 5 penalties in all the seasons he played for the Leafs. Gentlemanly player if ever there was one. Perennially red-faced and baby-faced. But right now, this series, he is hurting his team's chances by spending so much time in that penalty box. Chipped in. This is going to be Havlat in the corner. Knocked down by Jokinen, but it does lead to Lindros. Nope, stolen away by Keith. He's content to turn back. I wonder we'll see they just flip it in. The Pike don't want to run the score up. They don't want to anger these Pitt Intramurals any more than need be heading into game number 3 on the road. 5-1 is the victory here. Sergei Samsonov and Ola Jokinen combining for 5 goals. Samsonov with the hat trick, and Brian Rolston, he got, I guess he had all the assists on that one. But that's 2 wins in a row for Boucher, so we're likely to see him start on the road here. But as we say, Knight's Vision, I'm not going to say that. I saw Slim Jim. Yeah, LA Knight. Yeah, he's the new Slim Jim guy, right? Hosting is Bell. Bell is the one who's hosting. 2-0 here is the series. That's right. And I always say, well, the attack zone there evened up. I always do say you're never out of it until you've lost on home ice. We're going to head back to Pitt right now, to the Armpit Arena. And these injuries are in a tough spot. But we know they can do it. They know they can do it. All right, got some ads here for you. All right, when you're craving nuts, grab a handful of D's nuts. Cashews and walnuts, absolutely. After the game, why not come down to the new Dog Cafe right nearby on Main Street, a welcome place for all readers, laptop users, and coffee drinkers, and support a nonprofit at the same time. Dog Cafe has been proudly founded by the conglomerate of religious dyslexics. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Has there ever been a sweep in the finals? Knight's Vision says no. He is the keeper of the historic stats. All right, game number 3 is underway here from the Armpit Arena. Thunder Bay wins the faceoff. They're heading south here in their whites with green and red trim. Big hit there by Caberlet. And Hossa comes down looking to start the game on the right foot. The Intramurals haven't scored first in this series so far. And right away, it's Boucher keeping his team in. Another huge pass. That's how they opened the scoring in the last one. That amazing pass by Boucher. Actually, it might have been on the second goal, but either way, Boucher can pass. Heading north in this one. Oh, never mind. Right away. Sergei Samsonov, his 4th goal of the series, assisted by Rolston. All right. Brian Rolston, Dwayne Rollison. I lost my train of thought there for a second. Either way, Pitt with the blue and the white and the yellow trim, the gold trim are heading north, and they find themselves in a familiar predicament. Down 1-0 here early on. Right now, though, it's Boucher standing tall, and we're going to get somehow that's a penalty shot. I don't understand, but Eric Lindros has got a penalty shot here. He's weaving around. Fake shot, and he scores! Eric Lindros on that unusual penalty shot. And it took till game number 3 for the Big E to get off the schneid and score. Was leading the playoffs with 17 coming into this. Samsonov's got 4 in this series, so he's at 20 right now. And Lindros at 18. But that's something that the Pitt Intramurals are going to need here if they plan to win this series. A big round from Eric Lindros. More goals just like that. And after those 5 in a row in the last game, well, it looks like the Intramurals have scored 2 of the last 3 in this series. Keith had the wide open net. Oh, no. I don't think he knew that either Rolston or Rollison or Brizgalov was so out of place. My goodness. Keith could have made it 2-1 right there. Glove saved by Boucher and shot down the ice. Picked up by Miller. He's hounded by Samsonov. Gets up to Caberlet. Can Caberlet stay out of the box in this game? 5 penalties so far. Miller behind the net. Chipped away from him by Rolston. Gets it up to Jokinen. Jokinen gets around everyone behind the net. Curls back. The big shot there from the dot. I feel like I've lost the word that describes slap shot. It's just not there. I don't want to say clapper all the time, and I have nothing to say when it's just a regular shot. It's such a rare thing. We just shoot the puck in this league, right? It's always one-timers or wraparounds. Anyway, wrister, slap shot, snap shot. Just going through the lexicon of shooting right there. 1-1. 1-1 to end the first one here. First period. Moses, yes, there's been a sweep in the finals. Last February, Bell beat Sagathon 4-0. Oh, gross. Keith's mad about his upcoming move to Quebec. Who wouldn't be? And we have here the second period underway. Deep one-timer right there. I think we came up with a term for that. That move was certainly in vogue a couple of seasons ago. The deep one-timer, tricking the manual, confusing them, making them think that the pass was coming from inside the house. Great chance in front, one-timer, and Jokinen, his 5th of the series, and that's going to put him ahead of Lindros as well. So the Thunder Bay Pike now have the 2 top goal scorers in this series, but in these playoffs. But more importantly, they have the 2-1 lead here in game number 3. Huge rebound from Boucher, almost put in by his own man. And he's out of the net. Great smart play there by the Pitt Intramurals. Just to throw it on net. One-timer missed. Oh, that one's going to hurt. Dumped all the way down the ice. And as Lindros touches it and gets creamed from behind, it is an icing call. Face off here in the Thunder Bay zone. Keith rims it around the boards, but it's picked up by Hossa. Intercepted there by Jokinen. He has got a goal this game. And it's going to be Lindros. Great back pass to Marian Hossa. Curls back, tries to throw it in front. I feel like maybe the Intramurals are getting a little risky with their passes. They're just throwing in front, and there we go, another goal. Brian Rolston with the Sumter smash, his first of this series. He's got 7 now for the playoffs. I don't know how many assists he has because I don't keep track of that, but he had 3 coming in. All right. I was just saying that Intramurals might need to be a bit more patient with their chances, but the Pike are absolutely on fire. They now have 11 goals in this series. They didn't score 11 in the entire series, 6 games against the Taipei Typhoons in the last one. Rolston, Sunnyvale special, but it's blocked. Thought he was going to have that one. One-timer, and Rolston's coming to life here after being quiet in the last couple of games. We talked in the last couple of series that this might be Rolston's swan song with the Thunder Bay Pike. He's been on this team for a lot of finals, a lot of championships, but he's missed some time here for Corey Perry. We haven't seen Perry in this series. We didn't see him as much in the last one as we did in the previous either, but we know that Rolston is getting older. His time is winding down here. And just like Yuskevich, just like Sean Burke, just like Sandis Ozolinsh, we might be seeing here the ending of an era for the Thunder Bay Pike. Okay, Mark Streit now loses the puck. Lindros had it in the corner. Boucher comes out to sniff around a little bit, but Streit's got it again to Jokinen. He's it from behind to Rolston, the backhanded shot on net. Hossa dumps it in, might be an offside icing, but he gets there first. But Boucher goes behind the net, takes the puck away from him, and then just throws it down the ice. We got a timeout here for the Pitt Intramurals. Not a bad idea. 4:09 to go in the third period. 2-0 series lead for the Thunder Bay Pike. They're also up by 2 goals in this game. Big hit there by Lindros, and another big hit on him. Bodies are flying everywhere, and it's going to be Hossa picking up the puck. Goes across the logo. Tries to come out in front, but the puck's chipped away there by Rolston. Rolston can't do it. Big mess of bodies in the slot there. And here comes Samsonov with it now. He's hit to the ice. Miller gets it up now. There's Hossa on the right wing. He loses the puck, and it's dumped down. And that's going to be another icing. I think the Pike are content just to let some time tick off the clock here. 3-1 is the score, under 3 minutes to go. And the Intramurals only have 3 goals to show so far here in this series. They did get on the board early, tied the game up at 1, but we haven't seen much action from them otherwise. Big hit there by Lindros. Skates over his man, gets the shot on net. Wraparound attempt. Hossa behind, sorry, that's Havlat, number 9. Havlat just knocking bodies over everywhere. One-time chance in front, and there's Eric Lindros with the goal. 1:31 to go, and Lindros with his second goal of the series, second of the game after that penalty shot. And we got ourselves a tight one here, folks. The Pitt Intramurals desperately need to come back in this one, or they're looking at needing a reverse sweep to win this series. Here comes Rolston, a minute left to go. Just dumps it back down to his own end. There's Keith, but he's checked from behind by Lindros. Luckily gets the pass out to center, and Jokinen's got it, but Lindros gets him before he can chip it deep. And this is going to be Havlat around behind the net. Keith's got it. Jokinen's got it now. 20 seconds to go. He should have dumped it in deep and didn't. Breakaway now for Hossa. Oh, and that would have been deadly for Keith if he hadn't got that deep. Last chance for Miller, and he can't score. And the Thunder Bay Pike have won in game number 3, 3-2. Furious chances there by the Intramurals at the end. Wow. Lindros was on the Pike for his first title. That's true. I was actually surprised to see that Lindros is still in the league here in 2007. He can still shoot, according to LS Hockey. Was he on Dallas or Toronto in this year? I mean, that's pretty late. Shots are nice and even there. Body checks favor the Intramurals, and by 2 minutes, the attack zone for the Intramurals. Nips just looking lazy as shit, says Sumter Trash. Trashing Nips right there. We're going to go to game 4. No rest for the Wicked here. No breaks in this action. Nothing doing on the Waterloo chat. Today's game is brought to you from a message from the Bruce Trail Hiking Association. Bruce Trail Hiking Awareness Association. Living your best life does not have to include hiking. Be informed. Make smart choices. Are you struggling through life? Are you carrying excess weight you can't seem to get rid of? Is there never enough food in your home? Call Paul at Paul & Paul Divorce Attorneys. We can help you lose 150 to 220 pounds overnight. I didn't realize that was a divorce joke at first. Yeah. Love the ads. Send me more ads. Okay, here we go. Game number 4 is underway. The Brule Cup is in the house. If the Thunder Bay Pike are victorious in this game here, number 4, they'll hoist their 10th cup. 9 in a row. Didn't win last year as the Pitt Intramurals did, and then they have a chance to win again this year. But right away, Lindros opens the scoring for the first time this series. The Pitt Intramurals Nips has scored the first goal of the game, and that is huge. The fans are starting to believe early. We did see this in the Stanley Cup last year. The Oilers went down 3-0. They did win the next 3 in a row to force Game 7 in Florida and then break the hearts of all the Canadian fans since 1993, friends. 93. I was 12. My goodness. Sunnyvale special chance there, but Strike comes out with it. Trying to get around two defenders. Strike's looking good with the puck. One-time pass to Jokinen. He fires it wide. Rolston's got it now. He's hit down there by Hossa. Hossa gets to Lindros. Up to Havlat. Great passing to advance the puck by the Intramurals. But it's coming back the other way with Samsonov. 4 goals in this series so far. And a breakaway pass now. And that's going to be Havlat scoring. What a great play there by Hossa, passing it all the way across 3 lines. Havlat picks the puck up, goes in, and he makes no mistake about it. We got a 2-0 lead for the Intramurals. Suddenly there's life in Pittsburgh. And we got an icing there. Duncan Keith missed it. The referees kindly still called it an icing. Face off here to the left of the intramural goal. It's won by the Pike, but goes out to center. Strike comes in. He takes a shot, and he might have drawn a penalty as well. I don't think I saw him hit the goalie. No, this one's going to go against the Intramurals. After that first game, it was Caberlet again, no surprise there. But after that first game, the flurry of penalties seems to have calmed down. Okay, here comes Havlat now. It's going to chip it down to kill off this power play. Intramurals want to leave this power play. I want to leave this penalty kill still up by 2 goals. Chipped it in again. Havlat's got it now. Rolston is going to take it out of his own zone. Hounded by Lindros. Rolston had a chance to make a pass, but didn't do it. Samsonov now. Big glitch right there. And it ends up with Jokinen getting a one-time chance. Oh, that was quite the hiccup. Miller now loses the puck to Rolston. Spinorama. Flashes of youth for Brian Rolston. And Keith's got to get the shot away. The time's going to tick down. Puck's in the crease. And we're going to go to the second period with a 2-0 lead here for the Pike. Sorry, pardon me, for the Pitt Intramurals. Wow. Pitt's a little fighter. We're seeing that right now. Nice deke from Havlat. Nips is not hosting. This is a Thunder Bay host, and they're getting dumped on with snow right now, weighing down the internet cables, filling up the series of tubes. Havlat. Cross crease. Gets the pass intercepted. Jokinen's got it now. Jokinen looking for a path. Gets around his man. Caberlet was out of the box, but he was not able to stop whoever that was. Either way, Pike did not score. Penalty coming up here. Caberlet's drawn a penalty for a change. What world are we living in? And Samsonov grabs that puck, and we're going to get a whistle. I love that gesture. The referee. Oh, it's a double. It's a doubler. 2 penalties coming up here. Rolston for tripping. Samsonov for charging. We're going to have a full minute-long 5-on-3 here, and the Intramurals got to be loving this. The fans are buzzing here. They've got the lead in this game. Smart play to ice it, but now Jokinen was almost stuck behind the net. He does manage to get up front, get a shot away, and then steals the pass. Jokinen doing a great job, but it's a breakaway for Havlat. Just about to praise Jokinen how he killed the penalty almost single-handedly, and then Havlat so he gets a chance. Now it's Jokinen trying to do everything. Both penalties have expired. We're back to 5-on-5. Strike down in the corner. There's Rolston behind the net to Samsonov. One-time pass in front, and that's stopped by the Pitt goaltender. I've got to figure out who that is. Jeez. Rolston or Brizgalov? Brizgalslin? Rolsglov? I don't know. Either way, this is Brian Rolston now. He's got a lane, but he can't put it past. That's Brizgalov in net. Number 18 now, Marian Hossa throws it in front for the one-time pass. Keith's got it now. Can't beat everybody, but he sure tried. And this is going to be Miller turning it, but stolen away by Jokinen. Quickly pounced on by 3 Intramurals players. And Miller gets it back, but he loses it to Keith. Jokinen, nifty pass to himself. And he tries the wrister on net, but couldn't get it past the defender. Miller's got it, chips it in. Strike missed the check. Wow, if he'd made contact with Havlat might have gone through the glass. How was that a penalty shot? Penalty shot at the buzzer, and he scores. I don't know about that. I do not know about that. I guess you got to shoot him if you got him, but that one's a little sus to me. A little sus to me right there. Havlat cheats. Yeah, I haven't seen that before, but it's 3-0 here in the third period for the Intramurals. And they are alive again. Intramurals have come back to life here. The Thunder Bay Pike had dreams of hoisting that 10th Brule Cup here on the visitors' ice, and maybe it'll happen. Olli Jokinen with his 6th of the series, and suddenly we've got a 3-1 lead. Faceoff is won there by the Pike. Jokinen gets it in. He's hit by Caberlet. Big hit there by number 22. Check by a check. There we go. And just dumped down the ice by Boucher. Risky play taken by Lindros, and he's just hard to knock down. Gets to Havlat. Cuts across with a Sunnyvale special. Holds on to it, though. Comes back for a second try, just like G-Lock at the airport. Sometimes it takes 2 times to land. Here comes Keith now with the break. He can't score. A big save there by Brizgalov. And a miss by Lindros there. That might have made it 4. That would have made it 4-1. Here comes Rolston. Gets down to Jokinen. He is stopped there by 2 Pitt defenders. Stolen away now by Jokinen again. Jokinen's coming on strong here for the Pike. Keith loses the puck, but still goes with the pantomime of shooting. Hossa now with a chance. And he might have had that, but he was hooked from behind by Strite. No call, perhaps making up for the phantom penalty shot earlier in the game. That's 2 penalty shot goals in this series for the Intramurals. Havlat can't crush it in, can't smash it in at the front of the net. And it's going to be Keith now. Minute to go left in this game. 3-0 series lead for the Pike. They're down 3-1 in this game. The Intramurals scored early. Lindros got him going, I think. Either way, a penalty's coming up here as the Pike touch it. And it's looking more and more, the timeout, good play there. Looking more and more like the Intramurals are going to win a game in this series. We're not going to have a sweep. We put the brooms away, friends. Samsonov with his 2nd penalty of this series. And it looks like we're going to head back to the Cam River Coliseum. 30 seconds to tick down on this one. Mark Strite's got it. And it's stolen away by Hossa. Stopped by Boucher. And Boucher might be making his last save of this series if he cannot win this one. We know what the Pike do. You don't win, you're done. But game number 4 on home ice goes to the Pitt Intramurals. And we're going to split the stars here. Havlat and Lindros 1 and 3. Jokinen's got 2. Whew. What a series, friends. Penalty shots are brutal. That was a tough one right there. So we got this series right now at 3-1 in favor of the Thunder Bay Pike. We're going to head back right now to the Cam River Coliseum as the snow continues to blanket us here in Kitchener. The Los Angeles Lakers and Charlotte Hornets trade sending Mark Williams to LA has been rescinded by the NBA due to the Hornets' failure to satisfy a condition of the trade. My goodness. You don't usually hear that one. Panthers to beat the Senators 4-1. Okay. Here we go. Game number 5. Once again, the series still in favor of those Thunder Bay Pike. But has the series shape-shifted? Knight's Vision asks. I like it. I like it. What is Puss telling Nips to do? Yeah, Sumter, let's get a transcript of that chat right now. Nothing is being said. Boucher or DiPietro? Who's it going to be? Boucher's going to stay in. The Bouche is on fire. Game number 5. And right away, a penalty coming up. Big save there by on Lindros from Boucher. 14 seconds in, and the refs are like, nope, it's our show again. 14 seconds in, and Mark Strite's going to the box. And at this point, the whole Thunder Bay Pike team has only 1 more penalty than Thomas Caberlet has combined. That's pretty crazy. All right, there's Hossa. Wins the battle at center, gets a shot on net, loses it to Keith, and ends up at center where Thomas Caberlet chips it in. And a giveaway ends up on Lindros stick. Another penalty coming up. Lindros gets a shot, gets another shot. And the Intramurals are pressing. This is looking like last game all over again. Lindros, another shot on net. It did kill off a bunch of time on that power play, but we're going to have a 5-on-3 for a short amount of time. It's going to be Samsonov. Face off to the right of Boucher. We're in game number 5 here. The series stands 3-1 for the Thunder Bay Pike, but last game was won by the Pitt Intramurals by a score of 3-1, and they've come out strong in this one. Hossa! He's stopped by Boucher, dumped out in desperation. Breakaway pass! Strike comes out of the box. Playing left wing now. And he's probably one of the last players you want having a breakaway on this team when you got Samsonov and Jokinen out there. Silky mitts on those two. Boucher, can he make it past the blue line? He can, and chips it in. And the crowd loves it. Face off in the middle of the Pike zone. Strite's going to drag it up across the blue line. Tripped up from behind by Havlat. No penalty shot there. And it's going to be Jokinen behind the net. He's dumped from behind. Once again, no penalty shot. And it's going to be Havlat. One-time pass was there, but intercepted. Havlat's got it back again. Pitt's dangerous here. They're flying around the net, just absolutely buzzing. And Strite's got it again. Over to Jokinen. He gets a shot on net. And Aaron Miller now chips it in. Havlat's trying to beat Keith to the puck, but does not do it. Keith hit behind the net, but not before, rimming it around the boards. And now here comes Cabriolet. Penalty coming up again. And that pass intercepted by Strite. Or that one-timer would certainly have scored. Once again, the Pike going back to the box. It's going to be Rolston now. Rolston, Samsonov, and Strite all taking penalties here in the first period. Not a great start for the Pike. But the real stat only matters on the scoreboard, right? So being down a player, not nearly as bad as being down a goal as Hossa tries to make me eat my words. Big save there by Boucher. And giveaway! Terrible pass there as Havlet's got it behind the net. What was Keith thinking? And it's going to be Jokinen now intercepting that pass. He's going to get a chance shorthanded. Throws it on the net. Lindros dumps it onto the sideboards. Picked up by Cabriolet and back to Lindros over to Jokinen. Penalty ends. And we're going to head to the second period with a 0-0 score. Whew. Yager's on the block, apparently, according to the chat. Jaromir Jagr. He's still playing, right? You can have him when we get to NHL 2025. When we get to that season, the 2025 season, he can still play. Rolston gets it on net, tries to put it through a player, tipped, but still a save there by the Intramurals. Behind the net is Boucher. He's going to flip it down, hoping for that Hail Mary pass. It's worked a couple times so far. And now chipped in by the Intramurals. Down behind the net, it's going to be Samsonov getting it. Lindros intercepts it. And some lazy passes in this game by the Pike. They've got to clean that up. And there's a goal by Keith. He's just sitting there in the crease, Johnny on the spot as that one comes right to his stick. The goaltender was down. I really feel like that was both defenders driving the net there too. Living dangerously in a lot of ways here on the Pike, but they've got a 1-0 lead. One-time chance by Jokinen, huge save on the manual. That was a terrific save right there by the Intramurals, or they would be down 2-0 here. So this is the fourth game. Every game that the Pike have scored first, they've won. Every game the Intramurals have scored first, they've won. And the Pike have scored first in this game. Intercepted by Jokinen. Goes behind the net. Oh, comes back out. Tries to fake everyone out. No one bid on that one. Lindros behind the net. Throws it around and Havlat picks it up the blue line. Just chips it back in. There comes Samsonov. He dodges Lindros. Life flashing before his eyes. That would have been the end of Sergei Samsonov if he got in the way of the freight train that is Eric Lindros, the great 88. Breakaway pass to Rolston. He went to the wrong side there. Might have had him if he went to our right. Instead goes to our left. And Cabriolet's got it center. Gets it over to Lindros, over to Havlat. Great passing in this game, in this series from the Intramurals. Rolston, great pass to Jokinen. And once again, going to the wrong side. The other side is open, but he's going the wrong way. Could easily be 3-0 now, but it's almost done the second period. 10 seconds to go. Last chance for the Intramurals. They lose the puck. Can you throw it on net here? Jokinen had a chance for the damn down dirty B, but the gentlemanly play doesn't take it. And we're going to the third period here. 1-0 lead. We're on home ice at the Cam River Coliseum. This is Game 5, 3-1 series lead for the Pike. If they win this period, they win their 10th Brule Cup. We saw all game, though, the Intramurals have been pressing. They're playing very well, just haven't been able to score. Lindros stopped by Boucher, and a breakaway now for Samsonov. And he's stopped again. That's the third consecutive breakaway that has been stopped by the Intramurals. And their goaltender is doing everything that he can to keep them in this one. Magic Magnus attempt fails. Almost another breakaway pass. The Intramurals have to do something about that because the Pike are not going to miss on many more breakaways, that's for sure. Miller, nice play to get the puck, and there's no one on him. He's able to skate all the way and get a shot. Keith now weaves around Lindros. Keith going all the way to the net, looking for his second of the series. Havlat's got a chance now. Quick to the manual for the Pike, and good job because he makes the big save on Lindros, makes it twice. And a penalty's coming up here. Jokinen takes it behind the net. That's going to give the extra attacker a chance to get up. He's going to get a breakaway. He skates through everyone like a punt returner, returning it for a touchdown. Jokinen's got the goal. And with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go, it's a 2-goal lead for the Thunder Bay Pike. And another penalty coming up here. Rolston's got it. What a charge there by Jokinen. He scores again. Jokinen scores again on another delayed penalty. And he's got, count this up, 8 goals this series. Jokinen, the MVP chants are starting for him. He had 14 goals coming into this series. He's got 8 tonight already, more than half of what he had so far. And a domination right now, 3-0 for the Thunder Bay Pike. They were thoroughly outplayed in the first period, thoroughly outplayed in the last game, but they've come to life here and drawn another penalty. They've scored on the last 2 delayed penalties, and Rolston's having none of that. Okay, come on. Penalty shot on that? I don't know, but you got to believe the Pike's going to take it. Just fires it on net. There you go. Fires it on. Was that a pass? It's still going? What happened there? Rolston with the goal. I don't know how that one counted. Was it a B if you pass the goal? It doesn't count as a shot? Crazy. 4-0 here. And the fans are on their feet. We know that for a 10th time, the Brule Cup banner will hang from the rafters of the famous Cam River Coliseum in Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada. The ice on the Great Lakes Superior is shaking right now. The fans are so loud, you can hear them outside the building. They're parading through the street. Duncan Keith has it. Gets it over the line. Cabriolet's knocked down. Havlat with one last chance, and with the save by Boucher, the Thunder Bay Pike are victorious. 4-0 here. In the Game 5, the Brule Cup is coming back to Thunder Bay, and we saw Nips was out of here before the final 3 stars were announced. Congratulations to the Thunder Bay Pike. They've done it again. 10 chips now. You don't just need a trophy case, you're going to need a trophy room. Congratulations once again to Andre Sekera, Duncan Keith, Mark Strike, Corey Perry, Brian Rolston, Ole Jokinen, Sergei Samsonov, David Backus, Brian Boucher, Rick DiPietro, and the general manager here, Sean Bell of the Thunder Bay Pike. What a season here. Number 12's in the bag. Number 13 will be on before you know it. It'll be the 2008 season. Taipei Typhoon says, get your trades in before midnight. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate when saying great call, Sagathon, Knights Vision. Appreciate that. It's a lot of fun doing these games for you guys. Have a quick season so I can get back to doing this again. Once again, congratulations to the Thunder Bay Pike Pitt intramural. Great season as well, making it to the second consecutive final, but it is hard to dethrone the man who is the greatest NHL 95 player on this planet. Thanks so much, friends. Look forward to seeing you next year. And until then, keep fit and have fun.